Is now a good time to invest in real estate? The pandemic has caused a lot of confusion and financial uncertainty for buyers who are still wondering when is the right time to get into the market. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on when you should make a purchase, coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of the weekly Toronto real estate market update. If this is your first time here and we're just meeting for the first time, I'm Fred Tam and welcome to my channel where I bring you the best real estate tips and latest market updates. New videos are out every single week where I share what's going on with the Toronto property market as well as strategies to help you be successful with your real estate goals. So if this is your first time tuning in, consider subscribing to the channel. And now let's talk about whether or not 2020 is still the right year to buy real estate. And this could apply to you if you're someone who already owns their own home and maybe wants to use some of the equity to get into the investing side of real estate, or this might also apply to you if you're a first-time home buyer, because what has been proven throughout the test of time is that real estate is considered to be an investment even if it's your primary residence and you're living there for years and years. And that's because market values have historically gone up, and this is going to be a bit off topic, but it also got me thinking, how do I leverage rising real estate prices to my advantage so I can do things like support my family, retire early, and build wealth, because these are three of my personal goals, which some of you can probably resonate with as well. And the thing about the first one, to support my family, is that I can do that through employment at a regular job, but what about retiring early and building wealth? Because I know that I'm most likely not going to retire early if I was working for someone else at a regular job. And for building wealth, I've learned to approach it as a measurement of time, that I do not need to work while supporting my current lifestyle. And this idea is what will lead into the market update coming up, so keep watching to the very end and you'll understand why even today, as we come out of one of the worst real estate markets we've had in a long time, is actually an opportunity. Because remember, this is about perspective and how you seize an opportunity. And if your goals are similar to mine, then getting into real estate investing would be one of the best choices you can make for yourself. And I'll share with you why right now, as we approach the fall season, is still one of the best times to get into the market. When we look at home prices and where they're at right now, compared to the first 8 months of the year, there are 3 periods that tell a story of how the market is trending. The first was in February when prices were at their highest and far beyond what they were in 2019. And I strongly believe that prices would have kept on going up had there not been a pandemic impacting economies around the world. But since then, home prices fell back to levels we saw in 2019 during the same time of the year. And over time, people began to regain confidence in the Toronto property market as prices once again went up, but have now leveled out. In fact, home prices are currently floating at the 4-month average, with an average home price last week just under 1.4 million. And now when we look at condo prices, we see very similar trends, except the one major difference is that condo prices seem to be falling rather than staying at a balanced level. Last week, the average selling price for a condo was $650,000, the lowest it's been in the last 4.5 months. So if home prices are balanced in the freehold property market and slowly starting to come down with condos, this could potentially be an opportunity for home buyers to get into the market to take advantage of prices that are relatively low, even when just compared to earlier this year, because the economy is still recovering, which is just another way to say that the economy is down. And an investor will understand that when an economy shares similar characteristics of a recession, then that's when there's an opportunity to invest and create long-term wealth. In fact, it's probably one of the reasons why home sales are rising, because buyers are still very much active in the market, especially if they understand that prices are down right now. Last week, 377 freehold homes sold based on the latest numbers available, and you can see that home sales are still trending up, so much in fact that the overall growth in sales for freehold homes over the last 3 months was 4.8% per week. And with condos, the 3-month average increase per week was 2.4%, with last week showing 330 condo units sold. And one of the major differences here is that while freehold property sales are rising, it appears that condo sales are actually trending down, which means that home buyers are more likely to purchase a freehold property instead. So if condos are not selling as well as they used to, then it makes sense why condo prices are also starting to come down, because it means that condos are likely taking longer to sell with a higher days on market, and there is less competition that would have increased prices in multiple offer situations. There's also a large population of investor buyers who focus on high-rise condo units but the rents are falling, which might have them second guessing if the cash flow is no longer there. In fact, a report from TorontoRentals.com indicated that landlords listed their condo apartments for $260 less in the GTA compared to last year. But do you believe that economic times like these are when people and families can generate long-term wealth through real estate investing? Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and give this video a thumbs up if you're gaining value and learning something new. Because another reason why prices could be coming down and making it a great time for buyers and investors is the increasing housing supply. Last week, 682 freehold properties were listed on the market, giving a total of roughly 2,300 homes currently for sale. You can see that inventory has been rising and is already higher than what supply was before the pandemic. The same applies to the condo market, making it even more obvious why prices are coming down as the market gets flooded with supply. Last week, there were just over 1,100 condos listed on the market, adding to the total of over 5,100 condos for sale. And you can see that condo listings are way above what we saw earlier this year. So going back to the original question of whether or not 2020 is still a good time to get into the market, I think there are several signs that indicate yes. And it all depends on what your goals are. Because as an investor, rents have come down, so your monthly cash flow might be in the negative. But if you are also in the market to buy property as a long-term investment, then you'll likely benefit from property values increasing. And also, as your tenant pays down your mortgage, they're also increasing your net worth as a principal portion of the mortgage payment is paid down at an increasing rate. So hopefully these thoughts and ideas change your perspective on how you approach your next home purchase, and let me know in the comments what the next step is in your plan to reach your real estate goals. Okay, so now let's quickly recap the stats from today. Home prices are still balanced, but they could go up in the fall since home sales are still rising. But if the market becomes too saturated with inventory, then prices could in fact come down. With condos, we're starting to see signs that prices are starting to come down. Sales are also coming down, which means condos are taking longer to sell and sellers are dropping their listing prices as market values fall. And another reason why prices are falling could be due to the fact that condos are in no short supply, which is creating a condo buyer's market. So if you're looking to get into the market before the end of this year, now is still a good time, but the market is always changing, and to stay updated on these changes, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.